Hey Jonathan, how are you? My son Luke is helping us out. He's our camera operator. He's got my iPhone. So I'm going to just play some stuff and try to explain, and Luke is going to come up behind me and shoot down. Luke, you can go ahead and move up there. And Jonathan, I learned this basically from listening to the Orchestra Hall record. And then at some point, when I was a kid, I played it for Joe Brewer, and he said, yeah, that's cool. And that was it. So I've been playing it ever since, and I know it's changed, but I know this works. So let me just start playing. I think you can see my hands, and hopefully this will be clear. The first thing I'm going to do is show you two bits of this that I think will be very helpful. The first is just what I use during the verses, right? Woke Up has 3 verses. I woke up this morning with my mind, and then woke up with my eyes, and then woke up with my heart. And those 3 verses in between are the walk sections, right? So there are 2 walk sections. And those are just slightly different parts for the verses and the walk sections. So that's 5 parts total, preceded by an introduction, which in fact is the second half of the verse. Make sense, I hope? So first, just let me show you this little groove here. Fortunately, this piece is in G, which is a great key for gospel playing because there's so many white notes that you can use. Check this out. It's in G major. I'm playing G, second inversion. Okay, what's hip about being in G is that I can kind of drag my fingers, second and third fingers, on the accidentals. Okay, that's what my right hand does, a lot of this piece. My left hand is kind of moving between a G and a D, but I am using those approach notes. In fact, sometimes I'm actually playing like that. Those are the octaves in my left hand. I'll put those together. Okay? Now I'm going to talk about the walk sections. The walk section is also in G, and it'll move up to C, and I'm playing this lick in my right hand. And my left hand is just playing octaves and Ds. Okay, so I am playing. Then I'm going to move up to C and do the same lick. So I'm playing in C now. Okay, that's what we play during the walk sections. Now, the only other thing you're going to need to know is what I play in the second half of the verse. Okay? So I'm going to start with the verse. Let me just start with a verse, and we'll get to the second half, and I'll slow it down when we get there. So it's, I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. Now check this out, Jonathan. at this part of the verse, I actually start playing the walk lick in C. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. And I'm back to that same lick, right? So far in the verse, I've done this. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. Now here we go with the rest of the verse and what you will use as the intro, okay? So here's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll show you what I did. The first part was just the lick I had showed you. So this is both the second half of the verse and also the intro to the tune. Here we go. That's G in my right hand. It's first inversion of G chord. And now I go to a B dominant 7th chord. Second inversion. My left hand is playing an F sharp, right? Now I go to an E minor chord, right? To a D chord now. All right, let me play that one more time. This is the intro and also the second half of the verse. Slowly. This is a G chord. So D chord, octave A. I'll play the intro one more time. So when you're playing the verse, that's the Alleluia section, right? The second half of each verse. Hopefully, if you just study what I played, this will be clear enough, but you'll have to just kind of get down the way I did listening to Joe play on the record. I just listened to the record over and over until I figured out what he was doing. So now let me just play the tune, and hopefully it makes sense. All right, here we go. I'll play it a little bit under tempo. Set on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind. Let me know what you think. Bye, Jonathan.